Good morning, the interpreter who just joined us. Which case are you here for?
I'm here for Kosmachov Timofey,
Oh.
3S.
Thank goodness. He just appeared. Rima, he's in your waiting room. I'm going to put you in there. I had a very hard time. I'm going to join you because he can't give me an address.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all close.
Now you want to go through your list. So check it out. Yes, Casey, yes. Yes. Jeff, we did. Luke Wong, Gary McNeil. How about the doctors? No? Charles.
Yes, he's in custody.
Okay.
So we had
Yeah, Sarah, how about Mario Brown?
yeah, yours, no.
Then we did Queen Amina Hill.
She's out in holiday.
James Pedro Bass. Asimov,
No.
Michelle Williams. John Carter,
Yes.
Daniel Myers. Mark Madigan. Myers, I don't think we did.
No, I don't remember that. 10 and 11 o'clock when I did.
What's that off then? How about
Little
Lena?
Hannes was the first one. Perfect. I'm a cross out.
Jonathan Riley, Scott Campbell.
And just, you know, at 10 o'clock, the cinema house. Do you have any questions? Interpreter?
I think that's the one that just checked in.
Yeah, they're all in.
Good. That's all on Zoom?
Yeah, that can be on Zoom.
Thank you. What's your name?
Kitty, yeah, and she didn't make it.
Tanya? Council, I'm ready on, is it Kinnan?
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks. Council, your parents.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephanie Carson, P57096 on behalf of Ms. Kinnan.
And you're ready for an exam date, Council?
Yeah, no, I thought it was exam date. The prosecution thought it was preliminary, the PCC. So I've agreed just to get a new exam date.
Okay. Did you pick a date with the prosecutor?
No, she just told me to have the first
Okay.
set.
I can go next Wednesday.
I think I
If
can
that's-
as well.
If that's not too tight, it'll be 1:30 or 2.
I'll check right now.
Sure, sure. And while you're doing that, Ms. Kinnan, I'm showing an old file from 2020, Van Buren Township retail fraud that you owe money on. You know about that one?
I'm sure that's correct. I did forget.
Okay.
I have a lot of
Okay.
charges that I forgot about.
Are you in a position to set up some kind of payment plan with us?
Yes, yes. Your
Okay,
Honor.
can you do that today before you leave?
Of course, Your Honor.
All right, when we're done here, go downstairs, the main lobby, the front counter where it says cashier.
Yep.
Just listen, they'll call your name when they get the file.
Thank
All
you.
right?
And Your Honor, I can do next Wednesday.
Can?
I
Yes?
can, I'm able to.
Pick it, 1:30 or 2.
2 o'clock, please.
Okay. All right, we'll see you ladies then.
Thank you.
We're gonna get you a notice, Ms. Cannon, a paper notice, so you don't forget.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
That's with us, isn't it?
All right, so you take care of that downstairs. I'll text.
Did she say 1:30? Did she say 1:30 or 2?
She said, two. This her.
Okay, thank you, appreciate it.
Or Carson, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
You should not use the phrase. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Hello.
Well, somebody's obviously not forgetting. Reducing it to.
Alrighty. Here is for the one that's on, the Russian interpreter, whenever they come out.
Thanks.
The room.
Okay, that makes it easy.
Well, hopefully.
Well, easier.
Trying to-
I've always thought it was a safety issue to give somebody that has no English skills at all a driver's license to send them out on the road. And how do they read signs? How do they interact if they get into a situation with a cop or anybody else? Like, now, commercial people have. Is he being represented or not? Okay. All right, we've got an interpreter.
Yes,
Ma'am, what's your name, please?
my name is Nadia Oja, Nadya Oja.
All right. And would you raise your right hand, Ms. Oja? Do you swear or affirm that you will accurately translate between English and Russian and English so that myself and Mr. Kosmashov can discuss this matter today?
I do.
Would you let him know what we talked about?
Мы только что говорили про то, чтобы я вам переводила, насколько я могу, верно, с английского на русский, с русского на английский, и он меня привел к присяге.
Sir, I understand you've made a deal with the prosecutor today. Is that correct?
Насколько я понимаю, вы сегодня с прокуратурой пришли к заключению, к сделке. Это так?
Да, все верно.
Yes.
My understanding is you are going to plead responsible to a civil infraction impeding traffic and the misdemeanor charge would be dismissed.
Насколько я понимаю, что вы сегодня признаете свою вину в препятствии дорожному движению, таким образом они смогут закрыть ваше дело по правонарушению.
Да, конечно.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I will accept your plea to the impeding traffic. And as per your agreement, fines and costs are assessed in the amount of $200.
Хорошо, я принимаю ваше согласие, что вы препятствовали дорожному движению, и ваш штраф будет составлять $200.
Да, хорошо.
That $200 is due within 5 days. You can go on our court website and make arrangements to pay that electronically. Do you have any questions?
Этот штраф должен быть оплачен в течение 5 дней. Вы можете это сделать в режиме онлайн, если вы зайдете на нашу веб-страничку нашего суда. Вы понимаете?
Да.
Yes.
Yes, you have questions?
У вас есть какие-то вопросы?
Мне нужно ввести номер моего тикета, чтобы оплатить штраф.
Do I need to put in my ticket number to pay the fine?
Yeah, that'll make sure the money goes to your file.
Да, обязательно, для того, чтобы именно эти деньги прошли от вас, чтобы они к вашему делу относились.
Да, я понял.
Okay, understand.
All right, have a good day. Thank you, Ms. Oja.
Хорошего
Appreciate
дня.
your help.
You're welcome.
Спасибо. Спасибо
Всего
вам, что
доброго.
перевели. До свидания.
Пожалуйста. Thank you. Bye-bye.
One. You know what we got today, but we didn't have-
Yeah, I haven't seen him forever. I thought he moved out of that. Oh, yeah, why don't we check the no-show law? At least until the 9:30.
9:30?
Well, we don't have any, yeah, we do have 9:30. Yep. So Tanya Kinnon, we just did. Jonathan Riley, we have not, right? That was a 9:30 with Hadley. Did you recognize that Jeffrey Collins? The attorney with the deep voice for Kevin Gunn?
No.
I didn't either. No, he's retained though. You know, we don't get too many retained attorneys that we haven't seen before.
You know about those, I don't know if you remember,
Mm-mm.
those are the cases.
Oh,
So
right,
they're you
right.
assigned them
Yep,
attorneys.
yep, yep, yep.
So that's.
Yeah, no, I did not remember that.
I didn't either until I see, the prosecutor was different and I had to look into it and then I remembered.
Oh, that seems like you're just talking about that. Okay.
Everything's fine. Do you know I've got 5 yesterday? 5 notices from different companies.
Selling insurance.
Yes.
It happened to us too when we did our HELOC, and I called the insurance company. I'm like, what's going on? He says, I don't know.
They obviously sell.
No, you know what he told me? He said, we don't give that information out at all. I think what happens is, you know, they file a lien against your house.
Mhm.
I think those companies have some way, they check what's being recorded, and they see it's a second mortgage, boom, they send out.
Because they said exactly how much and everything.
And they act like
It's the
it's,
credit union.
yes.
Because we got 2 notices.
I was getting one a day
On
for a
behalf
while.
of your public service
Yeah,
credit union
yeah,
mortgage,
yeah.
We are trying to get.
I called Dean, and he said, it's not us.
I was
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah.
5 of them in 2 days.
Yeah.
It did. Oh my gosh.
But the funny thing is, and I'm just gonna make it up, but you know, after 3 weeks, we didn't get anyone. It's
Oh,
like,
okay, well,
this
good.
whole bunch of them came in,
Yeah.
and then I haven't seen one forever.
Well, and here's the worst. I put it in my name. I'm the one that did all the research. You know, Scott had to sign
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We were both writing this on the board. Everything from the second. Nothing in mine.
Because his name probably shows up first on the record downtown. You know,
It does, you're right. Okay.
which is another indication how they're getting the information. They're
Okay.
going through Wayne County.
Okay.
Okay, so for no-shows, I have Tyson.
Yep.
I have Emory.
Emery's a no-show. I thought we did. Do you have Joshua Emery as a yes that we did, or no that we didn't?
Emery, I didn't have it, we did anything.
Okay, that my bad. Okay, go ahead.
No, Emory, I think was the,
Emery, we
yeah,
did.
he was the Wayne County.
I thought so. Officer Crowell.
Judge, I was mistaken.
We definitely did, Mr. Emery.
Thank you. Who's next?
Bill? Oh, no, Bill's here, Bill's here. Imazov, we just did.
Diljan?
Yeah, that was the Russian.
No, I don't think so. Was the Russian guy's name Nazimov? No.
Okay, then.
He's no show. How about Williams?
Williams is no show.
How about Daniel Myers?
He's here.
Okay. Jonathan Riley?
Right.
That you, Riley?
Yes, sir.
And that's enough for now.
Luna is no show.
Luna's a no-show? Let's see, I got Luna crossed off, so I think that's an adjournment to Heather.
Okay.
Yeah. So Riley's ready.
No off the cuff. CCTV at DT. Should it say? Reno talking about, I have no idea.
You know who might know? Well, Meta would know. I was gonna ask, I asked him. He came out of the airport, spent a lot of time. Yeah, Joe Watt's downstairs. Ask Joe, because Joe's more recently retired.
Good idea. It was just one of those like anecdotally, like, I feel like that's probably a better way to find out than pulling up policies. Like, how many has action?
Right,
So usually it says purge after 90, but
I'd ask Joe.
good stuff.
Mr. Riley, come on up.
Good
Mr.
morning, Your
Hadley, your
Honor.
appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Jonathan Riley, who's standing to my right today. Mr. Riley, please state your name for the court.
Jonathan Riley.
Your Honor, we're here for a final pretrial conference for the complainant to appear. We'd like to make the record the complainant has appeared,
Thank you.
did meet with victim services. There has been a plea offer tendered, but we, at this point, would like to see if there is the available CCTV video footage that's referenced in the report.
Makes sense.
So we're asking for an adjournment on the matter.
How far out you want to go?
Rima already sent the email out. I think 3 weeks or whatever the court can accommodate should be sufficient.
Any Wednesday, if we're just going to go to another pretrial?
We will, and the
No need
complainant
to
doesn't
go-
need to
yeah,
appear
thank
moving
you.
forward.
Okay, so just pick a Wednesday. How far out you want to go?
Let's give it 3. Well, let me get better at this.
3 would be the 11th.
I'm trying to make sure we don't do what we're about to do tomorrow to you guys very often. We're in 2 courts. The 11th would be great.
And Zoom. Yep, that work?
Yes, sir. At 9:50.
Yeah, not a final. And bond will be continued.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
We're gonna get you a paper notice before you leave. So we're actually doing pretty good on our fail to appears today.
Oof. No, I just got an email for how much I owe for transcripts.
You wanted them.
It's like, is that a comma? Oh, no. That's right. We get spoiled as appointed sometimes with that because they just come to you as court.
Yeah.
And then you have a retained, you order them and you get that bill and you're like,
Yeah.
that's $2,000. That would have been a
It,
heck of a
you know,
vacation.
I find when I teach classes, gluing, clamping, choosing the right glue. People don't really look at it always like choosing the right tool.
I'm guessing
But they need
It's a whole lot.
choosing the right
that
glue.
video may still exist. That's what we were just talking about off the record. was like, usually you'll see stuff, say like, we only hold video for 68, 90 days. That requires somebody. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes those things have a tendency to be around longer than you expect. If it's not, we'll find a way. And we may be back with Judge Oakley instead of for trial, Judge Martin or Judge Green, just kind of the schedule. They rotate. You guys rotate the dockets quarterly. Okay, so what you have
I haven't figured it out. It's only been 2 years since COVID. I haven't
It's
figured it
gonna
out.
be on Zoom, right? Judge Green, that's the Zoom ID, you know how to do Zoom? Yeah, I did it before, I did it before all the courts. And it's gonna be Wednesday, 1/11. Oh, 10/11, not 1/11.
Yeah, I
My
can't,
dyslexia got me there, man.
you know,
10, 11,
before
20,
COVID,
19.
because we were on
Okay.
that 3-week
Yeah,
rotation
good.
forever and ever and ever. And, you know, if you asked me today, what are you doing next week? I could have told you. Now I just can't. I mean, I'll look at my calendar five or six times in a week. Like, what am I doing this week?
I'm daily almost anymore with it. Do you guys? Thank you very much, Sean. Do you guys have any questions?
What's that?
The stuff that I wanted, just the cost of the tile was gonna be $11,000. And put it down,
Another one.
17.
How big a spot you do?
It's 700 square feet, I think that they're doing.
Big pile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's something that you have to do by pattern, and it's ceramic tile or porcelain tile. So,
Yeah, but your tile. What, how many square feet?
700. It was almost $19.
Oh my God, yeah, that's,
And
Yeah.
each box, I think, only had two sections of tile or something. It was crazy. So right now we have
Porce-
ceramic tile, and we love that.
porcelain wears like iron compared to ceramic.
And, well, no, ceramic's very hard to find it, but my living room is hardwood. I don't wanna do the planking with a different wood that's gonna be totally against the whole thing, which is what we're, and right now, we have ceramic tile all through the house, except for the big living, so that's what we're gonna continue with. And we found something else,
I hate tile floors.
yeah, oh, yeah,
Even wood, you wouldn't think it, but wood gives you a little bit more cushion to tile.
yeah, I have to wear shoes,
Yeah.
cause I realized I have bad feet.
Yeah, so how much per square foot is that tile? That's expensive.
That was like almost $19 or whatever, like,
How big a tile is it?
they were all different size. They were like this and like this, and they're long, and they were just all
So what would that
different
work
for
out
size. And, but we changed it to a different tile now, and it's like,
Yeah, you were paying damn near $16 a square foot.
yeah, it was 18, or, yeah, it was, yeah,
A square foot, that's expensive tile.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sure it's nice.
It was a beautiful, but then after we really looked at it and we decided, I kept pulling it up on different websites to look at it, and I noticed it was like turning into a blue, and I thought it was wow.
Okay.
It was bringing out blue hues, so I'm like, so this other stuff Scott found is the browns that I want. Perfect.
Yeah,
It's better and less.
For me, it's hard to look at something that's in a pattern and, you know, lay out 3 or 4 feet of it and say, oh, I like that. Versus walk into the room and see, you know, a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I think this color.
Isn't it? Yeah, I know, it's,
But paint's different. I mean, you can buy a quart of paint, 6 foot square on it, stand back and say, yeah, I like it. Or, okay, that's color.
well, did you know now they give you
Once the
little
tile's
pieces
down.
of paper that's the color of the color that you want?
So it's bigger than this.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like an 8x10
No.
piece. My cousin had like 3 of them stuck to the wall. I was like, that is like so cool.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They need, for doing our last bathroom, is when you go to Home Depot, to be able to turn a sink on and see where the water splashes. We picked out a sink that looked really cool, fit in the space, and every time I turn that thing on, I have to wipe up the entire floor around it because
You know what
it's
that-
a shitty
You
little
know what
sink.
that is though? That's the combination between the sink and the faucet.
Yeah.
Because if you have faucets, they have a lower profile, so it's further back.
It wouldn't have the.
I'll tell you what, every once in a while when I'm at my vanity, I think, man, those guys are so good. My granite guys. Because I wanted something different, so I found a little tiny copper sink. And because it's so small, you tend to get water around. But those guys did such a great job on that granite. They've tapered it, so if water splashes anywhere like, that far out around the bowl, it runs right back down in the bowl.
You know, this is what we actually agree on. But this was.
I'm serious. I mean, I could turn the water down further, but then it would be like really coming out. But I think it's weird because it's not very like deep. It's kind of like a wider one. I think it's just weird. It's less of a mess. It's just is in a different place now.
When the water hits the sink, is it hitting the sink in front of the drain hole?
It was, and then I changed the pressure. Now it's almost hitting right on the actual stop and shooting it.
You got a long neck faucet.
I do. So that was our builder.
Yeah.
That was it. That was in exchange for an OWI case.
A good plumber, good plumber would have caught the fact, that sink's too small for that big faucet. Jeff just told me that. He said, Judge, I saw a document this quote, this afternoon. You want to stand it? Yeah. He said, last time I did that, I got a pool fixed up. I'm like, score.
Since on my back, the bathroom we put in our basement, done in time for OWI.
I love it.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'm not handy. You are great. Let's work something out.
See, that was the stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely not brown.
Yeah, well, see, it
That
kind
that almost looks like sleep. That looks like slate.
I loved it
His
too.
place on the lake, I can put up with that because.
Yeah.
Oh, the way my freaking daughter's dog gets trashed by hardwood floors on the first floor.
Yeah, and they say that they're hardwood is versatile, blah, blah, blah.
I-
But
I
then you have to
saw
say, you have to sand them down, though, which I didn't know
And
that.
I told my daughter, I'm telling you what, your refinish is far out.
Yeah. My dog, I have to have at least my timber up in my living room because my dogs have played with toys and ruined the floor.
And it would be bad if the dog just walks through the house. But he gets so geeked up, he's like, doing like the cartoon dogs, like, doing like this, he's not going anywhere yet. You know, it's crawling around the floor. Calm down.
Just goes to live. Good. Good. She's the type that if she don't like it, it's gonna be fixed. And I'm gonna be doing all the fixing.
That's like I went to dinner with Austin last night. And, Dan, you remember that? Dan, they had to watch.
What's she doing?
She, sketch.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. Dan's daughter's in the military. She had 2 dogs and a cat. And she was going to work. Kathy and Dan had a lunch there at his camp. And Kathy's like, whatever they're doing, I'm doing it right. So the cats destroyed all the curtains in her house. And she had 2 leather chairs. And they destroyed them. She's like, but I couldn't move them. And they were looking at my sofa for it. So she's giving me furniture. Yep. And she was not happy to work for it. No, I was. But that's done by mechanics and like Rockwood, Foster.
Did you know that?
No, it's cool.
I know. You don't know where I love it. You're just all the time. Yeah, but that was, we're good. All the time. He's like, so he's talking to people at quarters and what's he take, why you take applications. So service, executions, and they were like a little closed group. And you know, they did it for this new kid. So Greg has to go back to the judge. Because everybody knows it.
What did he do there?
He
Just
was sales staff. You know why? He said, I never thought about it. He says, I love it. But when the haunted vision is going on, I gotta get to work. I wouldn't have thought of it either.
yeah, and they're
Busy
open
times.
7 days a week, so
Yeah.
it's not every weekend, but
My brief stint in retail is not, it's not a, I'd rather be back bartending than do retail.
I did 8 years at Bath and Body Works part-time. I loved it.
See,
Absolutely loved
you
it.
seem like you cut from the right cloth.
No, I loved the interaction. I loved being there, cleaning up and doing all that stuff.
Something about the questions, like, wasn't good with, I'm very friendly and polite with people, but just still, the amount of dumb stuff that the average
And not like
human walks up and you're like, boy, you're just stupid, how do you get your head out of here? You know, just like really kind of start from
Much different than the experience of the questions at the bar. But you know the difference in the bar, you're serving.
Right, it was like they had an excuse. And my bar patrons were the ones who convinced me to go to law school, so it all depends on where you're bartending to. I had a bunch of judges who were my regular happy hour.
You weren't just a bar, you were house.
French, yeah, I had French bistro and the Biltmore in Arizona. I can't think of where I got arrested when I was in high school. Dying laughing. What'd you do? I'm driving last day of school. They're like, George has got 2. He's been on the bench for 30 years. I'm like, oh, okay. So I misunderstood this whole thing. They did. It took them like 6 months to pepper me, convinced me to go do a Kaplan, like LSAT class.
You know, I don't even think whatever.
Bartending was about the happy medium of that. Waiting tables, I waited tables in like high-end steakhouse, a couple like chain restaurants when I was really young. That's bad, that's tough.
I was more grocery stores. I was also start top. I was like, work at the grocery store. I don't work at the grocery store.
How long do you do that?
My mother was just telling me she credited Carlos because I was so shy before I worked there, but then
We're at Apple's busting, right? Busting your home constantly. Picking up your skin, working with some.
I tell you, right.
I'm just gonna say this, I don't think it turned out.
Turned out all right for me. You know, which day the little players, the 44, I never remember the number. But so like my buddy had, store type, he spent 17 years at that station. So he's like a pro, you know, there. Oh, great, no, 44. Is Jimmy here? It is, so I'm talking right now. Something else. D44s are just a little tiny pair of circular players. Well, all these guys carry, right? That was before London and Shell. So his grandfather, of course, you know, my dad, right, it was this big, used to walk from his house over to his grandmother's, break and help her shell trees and stuff like that. So families got it. So, you know, Joe knew. So his thing was, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I waited, and we walked past. Yes. Yeah. You never did it again. You do everybody else. You never did it again.
Some stories you can viscerally feel it as soon as you set a pinch on that. Like,
Yeah. Because there's such a little set of jaws. Snap the towels. Character builders, absolutely. Are you ready, Mr. Bowditch?
There you are.
Which one?
Marcus Fuller.
Mr. Fuller, come on up. I've got your file in my hand.
Your after.
Yep.
It's a bit confusing.
That's all right.
Prosecutor wrote it up. There's no assault matter. She's just saying,
A charge, B charge.
but I'll put it on the record.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Fuller.
You too.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of Mr. Fuller, who is approaching. Your Honor, today's the date time set for arraignment in these matters. We wait for a reader to stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. In this matter, Mr. Fuller would be pleading guilty to speeding 1 to 5 over, which is a 1-point offense, with the understanding that the charge of failed to stop with an
Right.
assured clear distance will be dismissed.
Okay.
And then he's going to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle with the understanding that the no license or mutilated license would be dismissed.
All right, would you do me a favor? I'm assuming this is the young man that's out there helping Remo that wrote this up?
No, that is Remo wrote that.
Okay, well, educate Remo how to use the form. I know what happened. Remo, are you listening? I know what happened. The civil infractions threw her off. She's used to dealing with the felonies and
Well,
misdemeanors.
And Your Honor, they provide her with nothing, no driving records, nothing. I mean, we talked about this when we talked about the more serious cases.
So that means when you nasty defense attorneys go in there, you can take advantage of her because she has no information to fight back.
Oh, absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
tool.
All right. So Mr. Fuller, is that the deal that you made?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand your rights and the options you have because of those rights after discussing all that with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes.
All right. And do you understand the possible penalty for allowing an unlicensed driver to operate?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that charge today?
Yes.
Freely and voluntarily pleading guilty?
Yes.
All right. Did you drive a vehicle on August 24, 2023 near 275 and Ecorse Road in Van Buren Township
Yes, sir.
while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea. All right. What's the status of Mr. Fuller's driving privileges?
Your Honor, I believe they've been restored.
Yeah, you're legal on the road?
Yeah,
Good.
I went to Secretary of State and they said I was eligible. I just had to take my driver's and written again.
Beautiful. Good luck.
Thank you,
All right.
sir.
Are you working or were you working before you did whatever you did?
Yes, sir. I'm assistant GM at Qdoba.
Good, good. And dare I ask?
Broke it, slamming on the brakes. I'll be off this for the next 12 weeks.
You really slammed on the brakes. So
Well,
your
Your
foot,
Honor-
your ankle, what'd you break?
I shattered my heel into 4 pieces.
Ooh, I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's
This
pretty
was an
ugly.
accident, Your Honor, where he was in the one lane, he needed to exit, and these 2 trucks let him in so he could get off and then exit.
Right.
Once he hit it, everything was blocked. But once he got into where there was an exit,
There was no place to go.
cars were stopped,
All the way up the ramp,
Yeah.
so
and it just,
I tried to stop.
You're lucky that's all you broke. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
thank
put it,
God.
they put metal in?
Yeah, I had 8 screws put in on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And when you, if your perspective is right, it was a happy birthday. Yeah,
Because it could have been a lot worse.
could have been a lot
and
worse.
no one else was injured.
Beautiful. All right. Okay, so anything else I should consider before I sentence?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So on the speeding ticket, that's 180 fines a cost. On the allow unlicensed driver, that's 400 fines a cost for a total of 580, payable within 5 days, which means either we get your money or we get a plan. So if
Okay.
you go downstairs, you can make a payment, make a partial payment, set up a payment plan to start paying.
just do something with it, so we got a plan.
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, sir.
Good luck with your healing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome as well.
No, because it was 1 point, so limited access was 1.5, limited access was 0. Yeah, he was out of the wrestling, so they could have given him limited access, but she designated 1 point, so I'm assuming she wanted to give her a little bit. Joe, you might want to do a check on our 9:45 and 10 o'clock dockets? Yes, please. So I decided on the fast for 72 hours. Starting Thursday afternoon, I can. So I know it's phenomenal, it's constantly, the snacks everywhere, huge on Saturday night, so I'm kind of doing it like, really, what's more meaningful than just not eating. So I'm telling all kinds of people. So I thought, I don't know if I'm related. Walnut. No bagel walnut. So on my second bagel, I brought it up and toasted it, put that cream cheese on it. Yeah, I think Maria, so I'm taking much steak, my toast, and I slather it with real butter. And she said, there's maple walnut and cheese in the fridge. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll put that in. It was, I love that bagel. Love that bagel. I took my buddy Henry up north last week. He said, you want to eat lunch on the road or don't we make some sandwiches? I'm like, yeah, make some sandwiches. So he took 2 different kinds of bagels. One was egg, one was like I think. So he made 2 sandwiches, one for him, one for me. And he mixed it, like 1/2 the bagel sandwich was egg, 1/2 was lemon, and then it was ham and cheese. He said, how's the sandwich? I'm like, I don't think I've ever had ham and cheese on a bagel. I said, it's pretty good, but I don't like bread. I mean, don't say that. I don't like breaded sandwiches. So if I would have made that bagel sandwich, I would have about that much between the 2 bagels. I like the quotient of inside and bread to be right. But it was kind of funny. I said, so you mixed up the bagels? He said, yeah, I thought that would spice it up a little bit. Okay.
So we've got Hudson and McDaniels not here.
Hudson and McDaniels, no shows. Fuller? We just did that. That was jokes. Yep, we did him. Yep. All right, so that's it. That's all we got.
10:30.
Anybody?
We already did one.
Okay. Is anybody else on the docket that's, is already here? I'll check them off now. Stevens, Taylor, Lawrence, anybody? No, I'm going later this morning. So like the 10:45. Anybody check in? Okay.
Stevens is a company, so.
Yeah, I don't think I got that on my list.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, I do. Stevens Disposal. I wonder if that's one that Jeff said it this afternoon. He probably thought that was this afternoon. All right, thanks. They're moving slow out there, are they?
Want me to light some fires, Joe?
Yeah, I don't think you'll be very successful, but. No, that's no judgment on your abilities. I just don't think, unless you actually go out there and grab somebody and bring them in.
Like real quick.
No.
Nope.
Because Tremaine left me a message on it. He was running late. I don't know. Something that he left a message. So he might be the one that's out there.
What time was Myers scheduled? I'm trying to find it.
9.
Okay. Yep.
Myers.
Thank you.
Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Myers.
Thank you, good morning. May I approach podium or thank you?
Podium's fine. Come on up, Mr. Myers.
Joshua Van Loan on behalf of Mr. Myers, is present in court, approaching to my right. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, so I've got a piece of paper in front of me that says Mr. Myers is going to plead guilty to attempt, Arno?
Accurate.
So let's see what we got. So that would be 1 year, 1,000, correct?
Accurate, yes, Judge.
All right, you understand the possible penalty, sir?
Yes, sir.
You've discussed your rights and options with counsel. You understand those?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you in fact pleading guilty to this added charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, would you like to voir dire so I can get the facts I need? The incident date was August 5.
Thank you, Judge, I would. Mr. Myers, on August 5th, 2023, were you in the county of Wayne?
Yes.
And specifically, were you in Huron Township?
Yes.
Right. And at that time, did you come into contact with a police officer?
Yes.
And that police officer was carrying out his duties, correct?
Correct.
He was in uniform?
Yes.
Right. And I believe he was escorting somebody into a residence, right?
That is correct.
The charge here is assaulting, resisting, obstructing. Did you obstruct or some way get in the doorway when the police officer was coming through?
Yes.
And you knew he was a police officer, correct?
Correct.
And you knew he was asking to stay back, correct?
Yes.
Right. I'm satisfied if you are, Judge.
I am. What should I consider before I sentence?
Judge, thank you, by the
Well,
way.
first of all, immediate sentence, okay?
I would love that. Thank you. That's
Go
my
ahead.
request. Judge, this is a 3-part statute. He didn't assault and he didn't resist. So I just want to make that clear. That doesn't lessen the conduct. He's still obstructing. It's an emotional situation that was going on. When I first met him, he was very embarrassed by it. didn't want to have to, say that, yeah, that it was just a situation that he didn't want to be in. No alcohol involved, nothing like that. It was just a situation that his emotions got the best of him, and he was trying to make sure that, he could be where he thought he was allowed to be. And he knows now that in those situations, the police do have the authority and the ability to do what they were doing. He's a law-abiding citizen. He has a couple prior alcohol-related offenses, but other than that, no assaultive crimes, nothing like that. He's a very humble person. I've known him for a few months, and I don't think you're going to see this again. I would ask, Judge, I know we haven't met before, so I don't anticipate, asking for this stuff every time. I would ask for fines and costs in this case.
Okay. All right. You working, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where do you work?
New Boston RTM.
What do they do?
I make boat parts.
Where are they at?
They're Sibley and 275.
Oh, are they the old man's lumber?
I'm not sure.
On the west side of the tracks, on the north side of the road?
No, they're on the south side of the road,
Okay.
right next to the county yard.
Oh, okay. Now I got you now. Okay. Okay. How long you been there?
On and off for about 8 years.
Okay. All right. Both parts. Okay. RTM?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you? You don't have to tell me anything. I'm just giving you a chance.
I just wanted to say how I was sorry for the way I conducted myself on that day, and it was uncool. I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk.
That's all right. I understand uncool.
It was uncool of me to be, in that situation. It was an emotional time for me going through a breakup and all that.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. I appreciate that, but I'm not the one that needs the apology. So why don't your attorney will facilitate. You put together a written apology for those officers and he'll make sure they get it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you can imagine they get a lot of negative. They don't get too much positive. So I'm going to order that. That's part of your sentence. All right. And counsel, you'll let me know when it's been done.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Fines and costs are $1,000 and that apology letter. The money is due within 5 days, which means we got to have it in our hand or we have to have a plan from you to get it. So, oh, there's already a bond? Oh, beautiful. All right. So actually you owe me $100 because part of that bond is a bond fee. So bond, I'm going to make a note, bond plus 100. You got $100 on you today?
I do not today, but I will when I get paid this week.
That's all right. I'm just going to say pay within 5. So that you've got 5 days to get us $100.
Yes,
all right?
Your Honor.
And I'll leave it to counsel to give me documentation or just call and let us know, counsel. I'll trust you as an officer of court to hold his feet to the fire.
I absolutely
All
will.
right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Judge, I apologize for my tardiness.
No problem. We just got your message.
Thank you very
Heather
much.
just had a
I'm sorry.
chance to get off the bench. No problem at all. And you handled it the right way. You tried to let us know.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You as well, Your Honor.
You're-
Judge, we're going to stop the record.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to put him on probation. Just we'll learn something about that attorney that's new too. Oop. Yep. Your basket?
Hey, what's going on with this file? I'm not sure.
You need
That's right. No, up here. Taylor made that. Sure. Stand right up here. What's your name?
Carl.
What's your name?
Flavor.
Clayton.
Thanks.
To my client, I probably should know your name.
Mr. Bowditch, good morning, your appearance.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Taylor Made Ice. Your Honor, we've met with the prosecution, once again, her plea agreement, but everything that Taylor Made Ice is charged with is going to be resolved by impeding traffic.
All right, so we're going to dismiss the 3 originals. There's going to be 1 plea to the impeding.
Impeding traffic, and she has recommended a fine.
All right, and you have corporate authority at the end of that plea on
I have
behalf of
corporate
Taylor.
authority into that.
All right, I'll accept the plea as per the agreement, $250 fines and costs. Sir, what's your name?
Carl Claver.
Claver. And Mr. Claver, can we pay that $250 today, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you care?
Either the C or the A.
Got it. All right, I'm going to send you downstairs. Give us a few minutes to get the paperwork down there, and the cashier will smile when she takes that money.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bowditch. I'll put it on the A. Correct.
Months back.
Well, I don't know if a plate was confiscated. I might check with the police department. You might tell whatever matter it was
Taken care of.
taken care of.
This paperwork shows.
It's called register.
Register of
Now,
action.
you might want to wait a couple days, let the system catch up. And let them print
It'll
this
be done in a
register.
matter of minutes.
Yeah, it's being done right now.
You know, I feel
When
that
he goes downstairs.
we should buy more presents and they won't accept.
Mr. Bowditch, by the time he gets down to pay, it'll be on the register of action. He can take it off the computer.
Downstairs, right next to, let's see, place, there's that one out there for collections. Yeah, they do.
I think I've heard of that place, Taylor Made Ice.
If they're the ones, I think that you always get a bag of ice. Isn't that the bag of ice? It's Taylor made. Yep.
Well, some courts, like, which I don't understand, is clear, in my opinion, clear violation of rules. So, you know, maybe he's been in some other court, is anybody else? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, like, making determination. All of the actual assessments fees for check representative. I don't see that. Because think about it, somebody's got to do something. There's no whole the money I assess, it's gonna help us out. It will answer to the total program budget. Tell me that when I send it up there, you're gonna send 90% of it back to our region or whatever. Okay, well, maybe I'll do the update. Said that sometime.
I mean, that many.
That's my wife's. Driving, pop all the seats down.
That's like, I told him, you better start.
All we were suppressing all these little ones. This part, boost up, I still.
Because I know it's the one I always use as an example. Recreational marijuana. But past that bill, there's no mechanism. Like a data bank or a license for operations or local PD calls, say, you gotta report that you marijuana, say, location is 1 year.
I don't need it in it. Hi, how's it going? It's working well, how are you guys?
It wouldn't take a long time. License. Good to see you, Council.
Yeah.
Your hand, I like it, I like the
Thank
whole
you.
whippy thing going
Thank you.
on.
I'm in the need of a haircut.
It's something, so you know. What do you got?
I think the 11.
Lawrence.
So, who prosecutes cases up here nowadays?
Rima probably.
Oh, Rima's.
Foofy?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
Yeah, she's in the first office to your right.
Just ask the guys, they'll point you in the right office.
Yeah.
Caught that too, Josh. I kind of caught that too.
Yeah.
He's never come in.
No, because you're, you used to be, you know, yeah, demanding, yeah. So, you know, maybe you feel like that. You got an offering?
Yeah. Then another one of those ones where you guys met both. Another one popped up, it's a 1 bedroom for only 49,000, and it's a ranch. So it's nice and stuff.
Think about that.
But it's
Running
like,
apartment. I mean, if you got credit with your mortgage, 1 bedroom house.
no, you can't have mortgage, remember it's cash. This is another cash
Oh,
only.
is it?
Yeah, the one that you and Cheyenne looked at.
Yeah, why?
It's $570 a month for home. No, for.
Oh, that's right, because it's a co-op, it's a
Yeah.
co-op, yeah. You can still find it's a co-op.
These are the cash only. Remember, even 20.
No. We didn't even get that far, we found out you couldn't put a tenant in it.
Yeah, those are cash only where you were
At
at.
that point, she's not interested.
Yeah, those are all cash only. Cash only, you have to be the one to.
Okay.
Like,
Well, you're almost guaranteed to get a better quality, resident.
Oh, yeah.
If they've got the cash to buy it, you don't have to worry about stretching their finances to make them, get a mortgage.
And the condo that we just put in on that.
Was that over there by Myers you're going on?
No.
On DuPage? She's looking at that one Thursday.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. The one that we put the offer in is off of Palin Road, and you can't rent those out for 3 years.
Yeah, that's, we told them about that. Yeah.
Because these are the original owners from 1978, but I'm sure that who's been living in it now is on the renter, but the people have owned it since 78. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good plan for your son though.
Well, yeah.
If you can buy it, and then, keep
Exactly.
the payments up, and then he can move into something else. He's got
Rent.
property.
Yeah, those two-page deposit are there, once we kind of like, just the way that they're set up. There's no next door to each other, you're all
Right.
in your own entrance.
Right.
Very neat.
Just waiting on my seafood issues, doing a business order.
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
So these are two new NDS lawyers.
Hey, hi, guys.
We
How are you?
We shifted to a model where we're gonna be hiring, pretty much exclusively out of law school now.
Okay.
And training up folks. And so these are, awaiting their bar cards.
Good, good, good. Congratulations.
This is-
Yeah, where'd you guys go to law school?
Michigan. I was in Detroit University.
Okay, so you're both local. Yeah, yeah. Very good, very good.
Yeah, we only have, is the only person from out of state, right? Yeah. So it's a class of 5. So
Is she from out of state or she went to law school out of state or both?
both.
Okay. How the hell did she end up here?
One of the public defender job, and we kind of work nationally. So.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So have your wages increased now that
Not yet.
now that the prosecutor's office has?
I think, I part of me wonders if county politics was like holding us up because they've been very stern in
Right.
negotiations. But like you go to the Kalamazoo defender, they got the big hang up is COLA is just like it is for the union.
Yep.
Our union is UAW.
Right.
As well. But yeah, Kalamazoo got an 8.5% COLA last year.
Yeah, yeah. I just heard. I guess it was last
I saw
year.
the article from last night. The county went, their starting salaries went up to like 70.
Yeah.
72 or
Yeah.
something, which is,
Well, they lost. I was at a Wayne County judges meeting. I don't know. Was that last week? 2 Fridays ago. Anyhow, and Tony Guerrero. Yeah. So I'm sitting next to Tony, and he was telling me about the whole team was out doing a recruiting trip, Worthy and everybody, and he said they're up there. They're starting. And I said, yeah, because I heard Macomb was robbing you guys blind. He said, we lost 14 people in one day to Macomb.
in one day, 14 people quit.
One day. And he says it wasn't any of the new people. It was
Feels like a
one.
hospital takeover.
Yeah, exactly. It was the attorneys that had a few years of experience, so they were actually valuable. No offense to you two newbies. Yeah.
I think that was Darren Forster went there as well.
14 in one day.
All right, well, we'll be back in a minute.
All righty. Congratulations, ladies. Jeff, brand new lawyers.
So you do know.
Don't even have a P number yet.
You remember Adam Dato?
Sure, sure.
I first worked for him and he had a reputation of making attorneys work. I had 6 trials in English before I ever got my P number.
Yeah.
Adam Dato.
I was thinking about Adam Dato the other day because I was thinking about that situation his longtime office manager got him into.
Oh, Jeanette. Your Honor, I believe I'm done with the court's permission.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the help on that trucking ticket.
Jeanette, I mean, she was everything.
Yeah, I talked to him shortly after that. He had aged like 20 years. He was devastated. He was devastated.
He bought her a house. He bought her a car.
Yeah.
He was 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember talking to him. He was devastated.
Devastated. His reputation was everything.
Yeah. I honestly think he never got past that, his health. Yeah. Terrible. All right. Have a good one.
But he, I had my first, which he had the contract with the Heights when I was a prosecutor.
Right.
But I had my first unassisted jury trial 6 days after I took the job, less than a week after I passed the law. And I said, and he walked by my office and he goes, what are you doing here? I said, you hired me. He goes, you're supposed to be in the Heights, you're prosecuting kids. A jury trial. And I said, I don't know how to do it voir dire. He goes, they live in Dearborn Heights and they speak English, take them.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
That was that. But because I was older, because
Yeah.
by the time I was practicing, I was 40.
Yeah.
And I knew I needed a quick apprenticeship.
You got it.
Wolf.
Yeah.
But what a great teacher.
Yeah. He was a nice guy.
He was a nice, we miss him.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Your Honor.
I am ready on Lawrence, gentlemen.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
What is
Alex Waring, legal name Alexander Waring. Waring, I'll spell that.
Wierenga. But I go by Alex.
Do you have a bar number?
Yes, P86590.
86590?
Yep.
Mr. Kearney, your turn.
Police Kearney from the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, P83960 on behalf of Ms. Lawrence. Ms. Lawrence, who joins me in court today.
Good morning. And I understand the people are not ready to proceed?
Yes, I'll say my name for the record, Alex Wang, on behalf of the people, P number P86590. The people are unable to proceed as the complaining witnesses have failed to appear.
I would move to dismiss, Judge.
Granted, without prejudice. And I don't have a cash bond, looks like a surety. We're good to go.
Yes, Judge. Could the court make a copy of the dismissal order available to Ms. Lawrence so she can get her tether off? She is from Cal.
Yeah, she can go online and get a register of action in minutes.
Well, she needs to.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, would you mind printing a copy?
Yep. She'll take care of it.
Awesome. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Judge.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Way more than just like a circumstance. She put it in a case box where she drafted pleadings in. You could. Stuff. Suspended from things. Devastating. After that, after suspension.
Yeah.
There's no way she thought she would get away with it. At some point, it had to fall her. I think guilty. I think that's terrible. Terrible.
Judge, can we go back on the record real quick?
If we must. Back on the record with the people versus Lawrence.
Blaise Kearney for Miss Lawrence, brother counsel is here. I just was speaking to the officer in charge regarding returning Miss Lawrence's phone. It is currently at their Livonia lab. He was sort of like unsure. We thought that maybe in order for this court, if I could submit a proposed order to return her property to her, would the court sign such?
Any objection?
The only objection I have is as long as that the officer in charge with the phone, whatever needed to be extracted has been extracted. As long as that process is done.
Yeah, they've had it for 3 months, so they've had every opportunity. So
How long?
they've had it for more than 3 months.
Yeah, if they haven't got it by now, they're not getting it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So can I submit a proposed order and then I'll
Yeah.
sign it?
Yeah.
Get it PDF.
Just send it to him so he can look at it and object to the language if he wants to.
Okay.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
I'll wait for the order.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got two more left. San Filippo and Kroon.
We are actively trying to get out of a couple others, of course, which we're currently assigned. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, so one at 12:30, one at 2.
Yeah, they adjourned out.
Well, they might have that. You know, he was on something like, go ask, Martin and Reed, if they have any idea what's going on. I want to decide if I want to go get something now or wait until after that. Thanks. Courtroom. Yep. 12:30. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually have them zoom in now and we'll just take care of it. Yep, thanks. Hey, do me a favor. Send Joe in here. Thanks.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, just got an update. Mr. Martin called in and you got all that? So he's gonna zoom in. If Rima can come in, we'll just take care of the dismissal right now.
We were having the exact same conversation.
You can't.
I'm here, Judge.
I think our questions were.
All right, thanks, Rima. I'm just waiting for
Mr. Martin.
Carrie to show up. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
no problem.
Actually, I guess I don't need him. Rima,
Yeah, I'm here.
you could tell me right now you're gonna nollie process it and I'll just let you know
Okay,
when we get it.
Nolly
when we
Cross,
get-
complainant,
Okay.
moved out of state.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, yeah, thanks.
But I mean, the office
Was there some indication that might not go, or just?
no. But the way that it's going.
Yeah.
Good morning, I'm fine. How are you? Well, do you want me to have Rima call you? Yeah, let me see. She might have a lull right now. And so do you know what a lull is? Yeah. It slowed down, whatever. Okay, so the kids nowadays don't know what that means. I told one of my coworkers.
Thank